Hey guys, okay, so today we're doing some more last chance makeup. Okay, today I'm going to give this one a last chance, the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. This foundation, it wasn't that I hated it. I think it was fine. I just didn't really reach for it for who knows what reason, and I just have so much that like when I looked through everything and was trying to weed out everything, this was not like, oh, I must have that. And honestly, this is all just personal preference. It's, again, not that this is a bad foundation, just something about it didn't make me die for it. But if you try it, you may have a completely different opinion than I do. So just take that into consideration and keep that in mind. And since it's sort of a last chance, I think we'll just do a get ready with me. Now I'm gonna try and keep it short, but we'll see what happens because actually we just want to talk through this one instead of like doing a voiceover and all that. So we're just gonna get to it. I'm gonna do one side with a brush and the other side with a sponge, and we'll just see which one works better. We'll kind of get a re-review of it, all right? Again, I feel like this one was fine. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why I just wasn't dying over it. I have it in the shade 195 Warm Porcelain. Usually if I get a foundation of any kind, I always am looking for something on the warm side of the scale. More yellow than orange, and then more yellow, of course, than pink. Pink, for some reason, doesn't really work out for me, and that gray beige or lavender does not work out for me either. So that's what we're usually going with. Now, I feel like this is sort of mimicking like a real skin look, yet it's still sort of covering my flaws. So, and there's not a lot of product getting collected on my brush. So whatever's getting on the brush is getting on my face, and it's not just staying in the brush. So I think that's good. But if you're trying to like shear the product out, you might want to use a sponge. It comes with a little sponge, which I have used, and then the mirror right here. So, all right, let's just keep working on that. And if you're wondering, yes, there is some construction going on. Why can't I talk? Going on around my house. Across the street, they're building something. Across both streets, in fact. There is indeed a jackhammer. So yeah, that is absolutely happening right now. Must be fun for men, you know, like, I'm going to work today, honey, using that jackhammer. So like, just a toy. Men love toys. So anyway, we're just gonna stop. So I think the shade is good. It's not like remarkably insanely fair, but for me it's good looking shade. It's not completely matte. It is a cream to powder foundation, so I feel like it might tick some boxes for people that don't need too dewy, but they can't do way dry either. You know, a cream is still a cream, even though it transforms to a powder or whatever. So let's just go ahead and use the sponge for the other side. Typically sponges shear products out, and I am not expecting anything less from this sponge. I like using a handheld sponge, or like, what am I saying? They're all handheld, but I mean, like, I don't like these flat type of sponges usually, and again, it's not that they're bad, it's just personal preference. I like to be able to grip it. So I don't know, it just feels like it's a easier application that way. And I will say, I do feel like with the sponge it is a little bit of a sheerer application, and I feel like I'm preferring the brush at this point just because it'll be faster getting the product on, not having to worry about, well, do I need to build it up here, and there? I just get the right amount that I want without having to build it up. But the sponge is working fine for anybody who likes sponges or maybe wants a sheerer application. Oh, sorry, I'm making my camera wobble. Sorry about that. But this is nice because the shade is so good that like if I don't get it perfectly like blended out, you know what I'm saying? Like there's not going to be like a gap where it's like a little bit, you might have found a blend here, or missed a blend there, or whatever. And the shade, it just looks like it just you know, melts right in with the neck, so it's not a different color than your face. And I have a little bit of a breakout right there, so you can kind of see it doesn't have high coverage, but I feel like it's got good coverage that is very natural coverage. That's what we're talking about. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I don't think this is a bad product at all. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like this would be great for, of course, you know, ease of application is pretty easy, but then like carrying it around is very portable. It doesn't take up too much space. Like if you just have stuff on your makeup table, it takes up too much space for me because I just have too much stuff. But yeah, not bad at all. I just, again, I'm just not reaching for it. Not because it's, you know, it's bad. It's just one of those things that like, it's just not, the chemistry is off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in love with it. All right, so let's find some concealer. And this is going to be sort of shop my stash as well. And I've been using a bunch of different concealers recently. Let's go, I can't remember what I've used recently. Okay, let's try this one. No, I think I used that one recently. Let's try this one. This is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, okay? This, I think, is really meant for, I don't know, there's not much product in it. It's 0.32 ounces, so it's not really like foundation size, but it's a little bit more than a concealer. I'm not really sure what they marketed this size of a coverage product for. Very thin, I like that. So let's just see what happens. Okay, too much on the pinky beige side and way too light for me. So let's go ahead. What shall I do? How am I gonna fix this? All right, let's put something darker in. Like, I'm gonna use the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer, waterproof hyaluronic acid and all that, and I'm going to just mix it. Very much pinky beige, so I'm just gonna mix it on my finger and we'll see, and you'll be able to see like right away the difference. A little bit better, a little bit better. And this, I'm just gonna use my finger since I have less product, but decided I might use the sponge to sort of shear it out a little bit. Take a little bit off with my finger and then just, not too much because I don't want to shear it completely out and then have to put more. Okay. So with that, the concealer, because the shade is wrong, it's hard for me to know like what sort of a product it is. I know I have a review on it, so you can kind of like, you can go back and watch that if you're interested, because that will have all my full final thoughts and stuff. It's fine, but how will I wear this because the shade is wrong? I'll never be able to wear it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The formula seemed thin, so just go take a look at that review. They'll probably give you a better idea. All right, so let's go ahead and do some powdering, and I think I'll just do my normal powdering and I'll be right back. Okay, so a little bit of a shop my stash, and this is not like a palette that you haven't seen within the past couple of videos, but I thought we would do a very cool toned eye today. I'm gonna try to use all of these, including the glitter. So we'll see what happens. Wish me luck, ladies. Let's do some brows. You guys know I love this brow pencil. This is from Grwm, very inexpensive. Let's get them on. And I'm gonna need some good lashes for a look like this. So I'm not saying that this is the way to do it. This is the So Fierce Eyes Wide Open mascara from Revlon. I don't think I liked this one, but we're gonna try it. Oh, I hate this one, honestly. We're gonna try it anyway because I have a review on this, so go take a look at that. But I had it sitting right there and I was like, well, let's just try it. Didn't even open it, but here we go. Again, I always wipe the brush off when I know there's gonna be too much product. Better to build up than have to fix it once it's all on there. Don't know if I'm crazy about the glitter because it is like black glitter with like a few silvery coppery flecks interspersed, but it's like the black glitter doesn't even reflect any light, so the only like sparkly part that you're getting is the silvery coppery, and it is kind of making the black glitters look a little weird. Like it's like almost more of a paint splatter type effect than like black glitter, which should be reflective. Let's just finish this up. Okay, I decided to sort of save my lashes, or try to save my lashes with a couple of mascaras. Let's see if they work. This is the AOA Studio Skinny Underlash Mascara. This is gonna be for my lower lashes, and then I'm gonna try and fix the upper ones, or like make them more, give them a little bit more oomph with this Grwm. Doesn't say what it is. It's a double-sided mascara, volume and length, all that. Let's just get it on. All right, off camera, I did a little bit more concealer. I feel like I still need a little bit more right there, so I might put that on off camera a little bit more to sort of complete the look. But let's move on to blush. We have got, this is the Bare Minerals blush in the shade First Class. Got this years and years and years ago. Still love it. It's a very sort of dusty pink, neutral type of blush. A little bit on the warmer side, and even though we've got some cool toned eyes, I still think this is gonna work, so. Let's just get it on. It's almost like, for me, it just looks like almost like I'm not really wearing any blush. I feel like if you've got like a very strong, bold eye like this, the rest of your face does need some color just so that you don't look like The Walking Dead or like a zombie or a vampire or whatever. The glitter is kind of staying put. What I didn't think about though was using a glitter glue or glitter primer, which I actually do have. I didn't even think about using it. But I think that might help the glitter to stay a little bit because I'm getting a few little specks that are coming off. So that's something to think about. Let's move on to lips and we'll be done. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put like the teeny tiniest bit of lip liner on. This is the lip liner in the NYX lip liner in the shade 810 Natural. Again, it's a very like a brownie sort of pinky nude. Oh, that does not sound good. And then I'm going to top that off with this sort of cool toned I don't know, this is sort of an in-between. It is technically cool tone, but it just seems a little bit warm as well. So I don't know, let's just get it on and we'll see how it works. This is my favorite nude lip color almost of all time. This is the shade Flat White from Bite Beauty. It's the French Press lip gloss in the shade Flat White. I don't think they even sell it anymore, but it's so good. All right. And I think that's it for today. Let me see if I can fix up the concealer on these eyes. Okay, and so we have the finished look. I did sort of try to perfect, this is still giving me trouble, my under eye concealer. I really have to try and camouflage my under eye bags, even though it's not looking the greatest, but it's as good as we've got when I do a really bold, especially deep eye like this. One thing I will do real quick, right at the end as sort of put the finishing touch on it, is I'm going to curl my lashes. Now, usually people will curl them before they put mascara on and all that stuff. I can't do that because my lashes do not want to curl. So if I curl them, then put the mascara on, the mascara just makes them fall. Like, doesn't matter what kind I use, doesn't matter. I've been doing this for years. This is the only way that my lashes will curl at all, and they won't even stay curled. But we'll just give it a shot, just because I think that will sort of finish the look off. Now you do have to be extremely careful so that you don't pull your eyelashes out. There we are. None of them got pulled out. They're all still intact, but they are flipped up a little tiny bit, which is fine. I usually don't curl my lashes because I never want to stay curled, so that's a little something that's up to you if you want to try that. But if your lashes stay curled, curl them. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Again, finished look. Let me know how you guys like these kind of videos. Let me know how you like the look. I've got a couple other things planned for coming up this week, so don't forget to stay tuned, and don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.